ones that you don't know about. But
Hey, we didn't agree to this in the pre-interview screening.
no, you. But these are good questions. All right, so before we get started, guys, it would be nice to introduce ourselves, right? So let's go around and just state, your name and what book you are here at Speak Now. Is it Olympus, Matterhorn, Kilimanjaro, or Everest, right? And maybe what you do, your profession, if you're a student, if you're a software developer, right? So let's start with Elisa.
Okay. Um, I live in Florianopolis. I work as a game artist, and at start. I just started the book Everest, so that's
And
it.
all right, very nice. Afonso,
Nice.
what about you?
Hello, everyone. My name is Afonso. I'm living here in Caçador, in the middle west of Santa Catarina, and I'm now at Hikers, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm a journalist as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very nice. Vitor, what about you?
Hello, my name is Vitor Borilli. I am aircraft maintenance technician. I'm private pilot two, private pilot, private pilot, and I live in Florianopolis. So I'm climbing the Matterhorn book, and yeah, looking forward to know more about English or something because it's so important for my career and so.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Very
you ever
nice.
fly out of Lages, Victor?
Not yet. I just flew in the littoral, Santa Catarina littoral. So to Florianópolis, Joinville, Curitiba, Navegantes, Floripa. That's
I don't.
only
I
this
don't know if
place.
Taise. I don't know if Taise told you, but we went up in a Piper from Lages.
Piper.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh, what is the model? The
Arrow. I think it was an Arrow.
Arrow, Piper Arrow. Oh yeah. Um, I think Embraer produced not Piper Arrow, but a different name for the same airplane called the Corisco. The
Oh,
Embraer made or manufactured this here in Brazil, so it's
but
Oh,
nice.
okay, we'll hear more about that. That's
Yeah.
very cool. All right, still on introductions here, guys. Lucas, what about you?
I am Lucas. I am 26 years old, and I work with a system at Sicredi. I am tester, like a quality assurance.
Assurance. Mm-hmm.
And I think this. I live in Lages too.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Very nice. Adriana, are you there? Just the name and the profession. That's okay.
Um, Good night. My name is Adriana. One moment, please.
No problem. No problem.
Because
No
uh,
problem. Is
sorry.
that
I am accounting. I am 44 years old. I work of accounting. I am an account analyst today.
mm-hmm.
And what else?
You live in Joinville, right?
Yes, I live in Joinville. Two não, porque yes, I live in Joinville. I'll live in Lages, yes or no?
No, just
Other.
me and Lucas. Just me and Lucas.
Okay.
Evan, Joinville was the first stop after the bus in Curitiba. The first stop
oh,
down, first city in Santa Catarina.
Nice.
João. João, welcome. Hi. We are in introductions. So, who are you and what do you do?
Okay, hey guys, good evening. My name is João Pedro. I am 24. I did 24 last week.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks. I'm from Sergipe. I am Aracajuano, but I've been living for 6 months in Mato Grosso. I'm an agronomy engineer, and I live in farm and work with crops, soy, corn, and cotton.
Mhm. All right. Now, I have to give a little reference. So, of course,
It's important.
I got a map, right? So, just from us here in, I am right here, and also Lucas, right? Afonso, you have to help me. Where do I stop?
Yes, a little bit right
Here.
here, maybe here. Yes.
Okay, that's where Afonso is. Adriana is here in Joinville, right? Vitor and Elisa are in Florianópolis, right? And then there is João. João is from Aracaju.
Yeah.
So very close by. And also, but João is not in Aracaju. João is in Mato Grosso now. Right?
Rondonópolis, teacher. Rondonópolis.
Rondonópolis. Right here.
Yeah.
So João is actually the only person from Speak Now right now. Well, the only person except from Evan that is in a different time zone, right?
Yeah.
What time is it now, João?
Sorry, teacher.
What time is it for you? It's eight, right? No, 6. 6 p.m., right?
p.m. Yeah.
And for you, Evan, what time is it?
It is just past 3.
Just past 3. Very nice. Very nice. So, guys, let's begin. I will speak very little, okay, in this event. Mostly Evan and you guys will speak, okay? I will help here and there. We have some pre-programmed questions, okay? Questions that you guys have sent us. I feel like I'm on television, right? People send questions.
Television host.
Yeah, you guys have asked, so no. You guys have asked the questions, right, guys? And Evan is going to answer them. But if you have a follow-up question, an extra question in the middle, please feel free to just, open your mic and say, hey guys, I have a question about that. Okay? So with that, guys, does everyone agree to record this event? Is everybody okay with that?
Mhm.
Yeah? All right.
I
So,
assigned the LGBT.
oh yeah. That's why, Afonso, we have to ask. You know what we there's a law now in Brazil, Evan, and we always have to ask people to to record them, and that's why we are officially asking you guys if it's okay. Right?
It's also a law. It's also a law here in California, but not in other states.
How is it called in California?
The law would be maybe Phone Privacy Act. This would have been in the time of Richard Nixon, the president, when they had to delete all the tapes.
Yeah, but it was a little weird that he recorded it himself, right? A lot. So it takes a little googling, guys, to understand the context, but it's really worth it. Now, let's begin our interview, let's say. So, Evan, let's do a little intro. This is the only question that we will have the answer here on the screen, okay? The rest, we're just going to listen and ask for clarification. If there is a word that is very different, I will type here the word in the chat, okay? So if you leave the chat open, guys, you don't get the notification, the sound, right, to interrupt Evan. So if you just leave it open on the chat, it will be easy for me to just put there the word. Okay? And with that, let's go. Evan, who are you? What do you do? And where are you from?
I'm Evan. I work for Apple Incorporated. They make cell phones. I'm a writer and a technician. I was born in California. I grew up here, and I am still here now.
Are you in the same place as you were born?
Mostly, yes.
Then let's go to some language questions. Do you speak any other languages?
I speak a little Portuguese. I've been learning on Duolingo for 2 years, I think. But some of those 2 years has been spent, pursuing other things. So my Portuguese is pretty limited. So not 2 years. Not 2 years.
I think Evan is have a good Portuguese teacher.
Yes. It's a perk. It's a perk and a benefit that I get for free.
Yes.
Let's see.
Do you speak anything else? Any other languages?
I speak a little bit of German. So I studied German in college, university. A little bit more Spanish, which I studied in high school. And that's the limit of what I have right. Oh, and English. Right.
right, English. Oh, that's very nice. Now, what's your favorite Portuguese word? What do you know in Portuguese?
Yeah, it's my favorite word by far. My favorite Portuguese word is doideira, and I think it's very useful.
Why?
Crazy thing, doideira.
Why is it useful, Evan?
Because from what I can learn from Taise, it's something that I can say in a conversation to show I am in listening to someone.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like interesting. Yeah, okay.
Just to say that you are paying attention, but actually you are not. Okay, doideira.
Welcome. I didn't see you there. Hi. Just one moment, Victor. I need to put you on the map because you are also far away.
Oh, okay. But you want to put on the map where I'm living or where I am now, because I'm on vacations. Yay!
Okay, let's
I started my vacation.
Very nice.
Because he's in the moon.
Yeah, I'm in Aracaju, Sergipe. Because I'm from here, and actually I'm living in a city that is between Irecê and Jacobina, in Bahia. To the left, up, Irecê and Jacobina. Up, just
close to Feira de Santana.
Yes, not so close to Feira de Santana,
but so close, yes.
You see, Jacobina but the right dot would be a little upper from there.
Okay.
But okay.
I think Evan just came back. All right. No, but right here, right? Between
Irecê because I found that point is I think Morro do Chapéu. It's 100 kilometers from there. But okay, it's okay.
Yeah, and everybody else, this São Paulo here, ignore, guys. I just clicked. People in Santa Catarina here, and then João there in Mato Grosso. Very nice.
I just arrived here in Aracaju. I came by motorcycle. Yay.
Oh, you did it! You did it! Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
which motorcycle is it?
CB 500X. Yeah.
Well, all right. All right. I ask because Evan also enjoys.
Yeah, I will write it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure he will appreciate. Evan, don't you also have a Honda?
Yeah, I have a Honda, similar size.
But
look at that.
I bet it's easier to have a motorcycle over there than here because nowadays we don't have actually popular prices.
Ooh. Yeah, I can find a used one very cheaply.
Mhm. Yeah, but there are fewer motorcycles in the US than there are in Brazil, right?
Much fewer.
People don't use it as often or as a means of transportation, right? Like they use it for fun, right? Am I correct in assuming that?
Yes.
Or a job.
Yeah, here it's for work, right? It's
Yes.
delivery.
I was surprised by how many I saw. It's very much more than in the US.
All right, guys. We'll have more cultural questions coming along, so let's. We got to our first bonus question. Let's see if we can discover what the bonus is. Now, guys, what is happening in this picture? What are the people doing?
Hanging out.
Hanging out, maybe a party.
What else are they doing?
Laughing.
What I want to do on the next 2
Next
hours.
minute.
Yeah, next minute. I need a beer.
They're having a beer. And where are they having a beer, guys?
In the beach?
It seems to be a beach. Yeah.
I don't know.
Which is
But
yes.
it is a little bit of strange for me because I've never seen people like that on the beach here in Aracaju.
No.
No,
Maybe a South festival.
Yeah, probably a southern place because here it's too much close to deal with the warm.
That's true. That's true. But we are a school, so I had to find.
Okay.
Pictures where people wear clothing.
Fair enough.
So, Evan, is a scene like that, people drinking at the beach, is that normal in the US? Is that allowed?
Well, the man in the blue shirt would definitely get a ticket for having glass on the beach.
It's not allowed. And what about alcohol? Can you take alcohol anywhere you want?
You can take alcohol anywhere inside of the bar or restaurant.
Can I have like a beer open on the street?
You certainly could have it, but you would probably get a ticket or put in a police car.
Maybe we have some problems.
Yeah, so don't do that, guys.
We wouldn't have enough cars to do that. Enough police cars to do that here in Brazil.
On a motorcycle over the back.
Yeah.
Some people can put you can put it inside of a bag and try to hide it away.
Oh, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we would try to do, but it's pretty risky.
Pretty risky.
All right. Moving along, questions about Brazil, right? You have been to Brazil, right, Evan?
Yeah, once.
And do you have Brazilian coworkers in California?
Yes, I have met a few Brazilians here in my time working in technology and in the technology industry. One guy was named Antoine, and one guy was named Tadeu. He was really nice. They're both really, really cool guys.
And they are born in Brazil. They were born in Brazil, right?
Oh yeah,
Not
yeah. Hmm.
second. Very nice. And how did you feel coming to Brazil for the first time? What's your favorite part?
I felt obviously very overwhelmed with the differences, but I appreciate the differences between Brazil and the U.S. I think that Brazil does a lot of stuff better than the U.S. And my favorite part was, of course, seeing Taise when I visited. So that was I was focused on that, but also the Brazil was a nice background to the visit.
Yay. Good. That's very sweet. Now, we want to know about the food. What did you think of the food? Which Brazilian dishes have you tried, and did you dislike any of them?
I tried. Well, I would say I tried and then I decided, but I didn't decide. Taisi took me out and we got churrasco. We had brigadeiros at some point. Taisi made brigadeiros at some other point while she was in the U.S. and I liked those very much. Pão de queijo is really one of my favorites, I think. And when it's
Me
homemade,
too.
yeah, it's extra good when it's homemade. Which I'm so lucky, right? I couldn't explain to my friends in the United States what homemade queijo tastes like, but you know they'll have to wait until they visit as well. Of course, real Brazilian you'll let me get there. Sasha, no, that's not it either. Help
Cachaça.
me, teacher.
Cachaça.
Thank you. That is really nice to have in Brazil. But my favorite is beef stroganoff. Stroganoffy is what the correct pronunciation would be.
Hmm. Very nice.
You see that there are a lot of food in Brazil that we change the way it is made because originally I think stroganoff is from
Russian.
Russia, yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
but every type of food we make here in Brazil, we make it better.
It's true. It's true.
I prefer to say different, but not only better, because we don't know if the original taste or the original way of cook this food is better or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom's
Okay.
father is
Even
Polish.
even some hamburgers here in Brazil, it's better.
Mm, I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's true.
My grandfather is Polish, so I ate stroganoff growing up, but I think the Brazilian beef stroganoff is much better.
See, a native saying that is true that we must record. It is being recorded.
It's being
Yes.
recorded. Yes.
But also being recorded is the hamburgers need a little something else from the U.S.
Oh, you probably didn't eat in the right place, so
Maybe, yes.
you probably
Brazilians
didn't-
are very creative with
Yeah.
hamburgers.
you gotta met the podrão.
What's that?
Padrão.
It's a kind of a hamburger that the
Street hamburger.
yeah, it is a street hamburger that you have anything you
Mhm.
imagine inside the bread.
Street burger. All right.
Even in some aspects, some disease.
Yeah, exactly.
Dangerous.
Yeah. You should probably not.
Yes, it's very interesting
Yeah.
to see
Uh,
some places.
I would say it's kind of like Stefan would talk about podrão, Evan, like, it's got everything. It's
Right.
got everything. Everything you can imagine. It's
And it perfect it perfect matches with post party probably.
an after party, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
an after party. Thank you. An after party like a meal would
Yeah.
be
4 or
would
5 in
sound
the
great.
morning.
Yeah, 4 or 5 in the
Yeah.
morning with a coke, with a coke.
And you will eat this and you say, "Oh, this is fantastic.
Hmm.
Take out my hungry."
Gabby is now Googling. Yes.
I mean, I'm American. I love all kinds of burgers, so I'll eat a padrão as soon as I can.
Very nice. Well, let's move it right along, guys. Some more Brazilian interest questions. You guys had a lot of those. So, what does the Brazilian accent in English sound to you?
The Brazilian accent in English is very unique. It does not sound like an accent which is spoken in English, but the person from a Spanish-speaking country. It's very different. So I think if someone like one of my friends would hear it, I think they would understand that person might not speak Spanish right away, but they might not be able to point, Brazilian. I think I can now that I've known Taise for a while. And of course, going to Brazil helps. And all of you are helping me right now. So I can kind of tell over the years, I've learned a little bit about what it sounds like.
And do you recognize Brazilian accents when you hear one?
Another padrão information, street burger information for the American.
That's very good.
That's very important for me.
But I think the question here it's more like, do you realize that, for example, me and Gustavo are from the same place, and then Vitor and João are from the same place?
Oh,
Can you tell them?
I haven't met people from different parts of Brazil and know where they come from yet. This is probably the most exposure I've had to different Brazilian accents, all in the same place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, because my friends that are Brazilian and that you have met in the U.S., they were all from São Paulo. They were from another very specific place, so also difficult. Now, what characteristics do you think that make Brazilians so special?
I think that Brazilians are much better than Americans at expressing emotion in any language. And I think that Brazilians are very good and in touch with their emotions. And I like that they know how to have a bit of fun in a very fun way for me, as someone who comes from where I come from. It's very interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. And was it easy to make friends here in Brazil when you came here?
I think it was not my goal when I visited Brazil to meet a lot of different people, but I did meet a lot of different people, and they were all very, very welcoming to me. Taise took me to lots of different locations, and everywhere we went, especially in Lages, we met all of Taise's friends, and they were just so excited to meet me. So that was I'll always remember that.
What's your first impression when you take out the plane, when you came here?
When I
the
landed,
airport? Yes.
I landed in Sao Paulo, right? So I had to fly. Well, I think. Let's see, who would is it? Vitor. Vitor would appreciate that.
Yeah.
I performed the approach in Microsoft Flight Simulator a couple of times just so I could see where I would end up. But just the size of the area is bigger than I've ever seen. I've landed in LA, New York, San Francisco. The amount of human civilization just the whole way, it's the biggest thing I've ever seen in terms of that.
Guarulhos is a huge airport.
Yeah. Oh, and I had to run across it at one point. To make the connection.
And speak to people through Google Translate, right?
Yes. They rebooked my flight without asking, so I had to.
Google Translate saved lives.
I argued with a man in Portuguese for a while, um, which was very useful. I had to advocate. So, um, yes. So yeah, it was very impressive landing in Sao Paulo. It was probably the perfect place to land, I think.
Oh, very nice. Now, what was the strangest thing that you saw or happened to you in Brazil?
Oh, there's a picture.
To illustrate for the people that are not from Lages.
Yeah.
Mashed
So,
potato inside the hot dog.
That's something we have, Evan, by the way. We have mashed potato inside hot dogs.
Well, y'all also have some weird pizza too, but that's just for all of you.
This is not a Pacific question here in Brazil.
Ah, come on! You guys have
No, it's not so
pineapple
easy.
in the pizza.
No,
M&M
no.
chocolate pizza. No. The strangest thing I saw, that strangest thing that happened to me in Brazil was so Daisy wanted to take us hiking on this mountain that you see. And we were going to start at the bottom in the neighborhood and walk to the top. And when we got to about the first set of trees you see in the neighborhood, after the houses stop, a man a man walked out into the road, and while two other sleeping men with lots of cachaça nearby were sleeping, he asked us for some money so that we could pass. And before we approached him, Taise said, "No English." So I stayed very quiet, and they had a very nice conversation. He was laughing, she was agreeing, seeing, no problem, and eventually gave him some money, and we were able to proceed. And on the way back, when we were standing at the top of the hill, we had to make sure that we avoided them, and we ran away very, very fast down the hill so that they wouldn't catch us.
Nice, very nice.
Very Brazilian.
Very Brazilian.
We had a proper adventure running
A
from the
real experience in Brazil.
And
Because
you can discover
you gotta
another.
know how to live here.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Even you discover another English, another word in Portuguese. Mendigo.
Yeah, it is on trendy top. Should I say trend topics? I don't know, but it is how do I say? It is
Are you guys really?
a
Discussion here in
popular
Brazil
conversation nowadays.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about that story. You guys should tell him.
What story?
If you think that this experience is strange, you would be really impressed by the recent story that we had here in Brazil, that a woman randomly catches up how do I say the word in English, homeless man, a homeless man at the street, and just go away with him in the car and have sex and everything else. So it's really strange. And actually the homeless man got beaten by
Husband.
the yeah, exactly. So it is impressive actually for everyone.
Yeah.
Huh.
The husband
Homeless, mendigo.
the husband found his wife in the car having sex with a homeless man.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's the biggest thing here in Brazil for some reason.
Well, yeah, sometimes
It's
are
not
happy
it's
that
not
that's the
something you
biggest.
see all day.
I'm sorry, guys. My cheeks hurt. You see Gabby in the chat, like, please don't talk about that.
Oh man.
So let's move on now, guys, because we have another bonus question. So for us, this picture here is completely normal, right, guys? Yeah. What's happening? What's happening here in the picture?
The children are drinking
Meeting
tea,
each other.
maybe
What are they drinking? Probably.
tea or coffee.
Tea. Maybe tea.
Maybe
I
tea.
would say it is chocolate, not chocolate actually, but I don't know how to say milk and chocolate.
Chocolate milk. Yeah, yeah.
Chocolate milk, yeah.
Some kind of mama.
Mezcal.
Some
Drink
kind.
cachaça.
Yeah, cachaça. Not cachaça. But guys, Google says that this is coffee. So I will trust Google that the children are drinking coffee. For us, completely normal, right? Children drinking coffee, no problem, right? And for you, Evan, is it okay for kids to drink coffee?
Yes, it is okay, but I think that someone in the U.S. would be very concerned that their parents were letting their children drink coffee. That's for adults, and it has a lot of caffeine in it. But
Yes.
would you like some Taco Bell Baja Blast soda? Yeah, totally fine. Some Pepsi, sorry, or Coke.
Yeah, but Baja Blast we don't have in Brazil, and I don't think we have Taco Bell, not even in the big cities.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yes, we have Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, yeah.
Some cities,
Maybe,
yes.
maybe in São Paulo, yeah.
Maybe, yeah, São Paulo, Rio.
Yeah. I know that there is one Starbucks in Florianópolis.
No, there's
There are
three
two.
or three actually, because we have one in the
airport.
Two in the
Another-
airport,
two in
because
the airport.
we have in the
Another in the center.
parking room, I don't know, and in the external part, and in the downtown we have another Starbucks.
Oh, very nice, very nice. I didn't
And
know.
we will have their coffee. There is I don't know, hard rock coffee.
Oh, yes.
We will have it here in Floripa in next months.
That one it's more common, right? I know
Yeah.
there's some places here. All right, let's go now, guys, to questions about the US, and let's hurry up a little bit, I think. But what should we know or expect when visiting the US for the first time, Evan?
Let me get to my my notes.
Evan is a paid actor.
Yes, I'm I'm actually just from Curitiba. No, I think that there is a very strong you should be very aware that of where you are going in the US, if depending on what you would want to experience. So in some bigger cities, some people may not notice you are from Brazil or from anywhere. They might think you're a local. They might think you're from the United States. Lots of people here immigrate, like Brazil's, very, very much the same, immigrate from all over the place. And even people that grew up in the United States can have accents, can have different dialects or way of speaking that some people don't even question it in the larger cities or in more metropolitan areas. And I'll let Taise figure out how to spell that one while we proceed.
Oh, that's a word we have. I don't need to tell them.
Yeah?
Metropolitan is okay for them.
Good. So metropolitan areas, nobody will even question you. I think that if you go to a smaller town, people might be more curious. Oh, where are you from? Are you from Bolivia? Are you from Peru? Are you from Mexico? I think this is something that will happen in the smaller areas of the United States where they might not know as much and they're not educated or haven't even met someone from Brazil. And I was one of those people. I had never met someone from Brazil when I grew up, maybe until after much after university, much after a long time after college.
Didn't you meet Chris?
Technically, he was local, right? His dad was from Brazil.
Okay, that's right. Now, what places do you plan to visit in the US and here in Brazil?
So places I have not been in the United States: New York, Colorado, Washington State. I've been to Washington, D.C., but I've not been to Washington State. And for Brazil, I'd like to go to Rio, Sao Paulo, and Ouro Preto, which I researched. I think it's very pretty there. I don't know. What do you guys
Very
think?
nice. Very nice
Yeah?
city.
Yeah, and hopefully they will recover soon. At the moment now, they are going through some trouble because of too much rain and some flooding, but it's a very beautiful place.
Mhm.
And in São Paulo, you want to go to a specific place, right?
I'd love to go to Interlagos someday.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice.
We are having now Lollapalooza in Interlagos.
Oh yeah, Lollapalooza. Yeah,
Yes, festival, music
Lollapalooza?
festival.
Oh yeah, well, depends. No, Lollapalooza is like Coachella, right?
Well, we have it here. We have Lollapalooza.
Yeah. It's because because it's spelled with two O's. Some people call it Lula, not Lola, like you guys say. But it's the same festival. It's like Rock in Rio, right? It's a festival that travels around.
Mhm.
But Evan, have you ever met someone really famous just walking around?
Yeah, I one time met Michael Jordan. He was playing golf, and we were going to the next hole. So he had just played his round. He hit the ball to the other side, and we were going to cross the same bridge. And I got to walk next to him for exactly 5 seconds. And I made sure not to talk to him because he's very busy, and I was younger. So I just looked at him like this. He looked at me like this, and I went,
Okay.
like that.
Very nice.
Very nice.
All right. What do you love the most about the US and about Brazil?
I think I love. I kind of love the same thing about each. I love that the US is full of amazing opportunities, and you're able to connect yourself to a lot of really big ideas that that other people have that you identify with. But I think the same thing about Brazil, but the opposite, I actually appreciate, which is that Brazil, from what I've seen, seems more individualistic, actually, which is interesting because the United States seems like they want to be more like that, more individual, more freedom, more self-reliance, self-awareness. But I actually think Brazil does that better. And I think the US is more about connecting yourself to bigger ideas, and there's more opportunity there. So it's actually the same thing, just the opposite, and each one does it the best. But Brazil is also very beautiful. So I don't know. I think I've seen some nice things in the US too. I think both places are very naturally beautiful.
Very nice. Now, my friends, this is another bonus question. And this now is not for Evan, but we will tell him a couple of things about Brazil. So, guys, if you could tell me, what are the things that we are looking at here in Portuguese? So, what's this in Portuguese?
Ponto.
Mhm. And what's this in Portuguese?
Ponto.
Ah, very nice. And what's this in Portuguese?
Ponto.
And what's the name of this thing in Portuguese? Come on.
Ponto.
And if you score something in Portuguese, how do you say? It's one.
Ponto.
Ponto.
And what's the name of this?
Ponto de interrogação.
Exactly. It's all ponto.
Pontos, vários pontos, many
Yes.
pontos.
Many pontos. So all of these things, Evan, are the same for us in Portuguese. And many, many more. There are 32 definitions of ponto in Portuguese. So these are just the most important ones. Now, what's also interesting to remember is that a student told me yesterday, padrão, which for in technology, right? The guys that work with technology, padrão in Portuguese, it's what was that thing again? Default, standard, and pattern. The three things have just one word in Portuguese. So it can be really confusing sometimes. Are you talking about default, standard, or pattern? Which one, right? It's all padrão, right? So something to keep in mind. We have some repeated words.
Padrão is completely different from podrão.
Oh yes.
An important information.
Yes, yes.
The haunted street hamburger that I will remember forever.
That's good. That's good. Now, Evan, would you rather spend the rest of your life in Brazil or in the US?
Well, as you can see on my note sheet, Taise, I wrote the US, but because everyone is here, I will definitely say Brazil.
Okay.
That's because you didn't met Chapada Diamantina yet.
Oh yes, beautiful place. Beautiful place. We have to put it on our list to go there.
Okay.
Very good.
Bahia.
Now, Evan, how is it to be in a relationship with someone from a completely different culture?
All fine, good, 100%.
All good, no notes.
No notes.
Very careful.
I think it's
Very carefully.
interesting. It's very.
Remember
very
that it's being recorded. Remember that.
You are just one way to see about it.
All that you say can be used against you in next hour, maybe.
In the next 50 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's actually very interesting, and I obviously benefit a lot. I it's great, and I think my friends are jealous. There you go.
See, guys, see, and it's us. It's all on us. Now, have you ever taught English, Evan?
I'd like to say yes, but I don't think so. I don't even remember teaching like a kid how to say English words properly. I haven't had that experience.
Well, I think you have explained to me at least 10 different car parts in English.
Okay.
Parts of the card, for sure.
I mean, teaching. Oh, I mean, that's the thing, though. I don't teach Taise English at all. Taise reads more than I do, and probably knows more English than I do.
Thank you very much for going along with me with the fewer in the beginning of the class. I know because fewer, guys. It's here's a teaching moment. More has two opposites, right? You can say less or fewer, depending on if the thing is countable or uncountable, right? However, people will just say what, Evan? They will just say less for everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the grammatically correct is to say, for example, pens, right? More pens, fewer pens. But he's like, nope, nope. All right. Now, Evan, what are some new slangs or words that are very popular in the US right now?
This is troublesome for me because I am so elderly and old. I don't know, so I have to Google them. But I'll try my best. So if somebody says, "Shit, man, your car's looking great right now. Shit, that thing's clean as fuck," I'll say, "Bet," meaning I agree. Bet. And I think something that Taise might tell you is that T is not aspirated. So we're not going to close our tongue to the roof of our mouth to make the T sound. To aspirate the breath, we're going to just say bet. Just like that. Bet. Bet. If somebody's like, "Damn, my car's super slow," anybody could beat it. I could say, "He's capping." Cap. Because he's lying. He's got a supercharger, he has tuning, he's done some performance modifications to his vehicle. If he says it's slow, cap for sure. And
notice that everything is a car example.
Yeah. Well, we're not done yet. I still may surprise you. If we're eating a very good burrito, which happens a lot in California, someone could describe that burrito fire. It's fire. Shit over there is fire. It's good stuff. Like it's on fire, but it's just fire.
Very nice. Can you please pronounce the TH sound like in fourth?
Fourth.
Can you do it again, please? Fourth.
Yeah, I did it really fast. And what I noticed is I didn't really blow a lot of air through it. Fourth. The 4th of July is a holiday where we celebrate breaking off from our colonizers in in England. The 4th of July.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any other pronunciation tips for English learners?
I think that aspiration is important to understand when it happens, when it doesn't happen, and also the flap is used a lot, like this car is better than this car. We're gonna just tap the tongue really fast. Better. It's not better, right? I think Harry Potter would say better, right? But we say better.
The people from England would feel very sad about those explanations that you made.
Yes, they would. They would say,
no T.
It's not proper English, is it?
Very nice.
It's another language.
Entirely.
It is. I speak American, for sure.
I speak American. Very nice. All right, Evan, can you stay with us for another 10 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, no one is calling me yet, so that's good.
All right. So what are your favorite hobbies?
Man, the picture is really nice. Where'd you find it?
I took it. That was one of mine.
Yeah, so Taise took that picture of my car, which I care very much for. I like to try to collect old cars and work on them. And then when I get them to be really, really good cars, I like to take them racing or driving, to different places. And that's been met with varying degrees of success, from winning awards at some shows that I've entered to crashing my car into a wall or another car. So the kind of up and down, but I enjoy the process in between very much.
Very nice. What are the major differences in cars in the US and here in Brazil that you noticed?
Well, first of all, I got to Brazil and all the cars seem very small to me. They look like a car from the US, but just like they've been shrunken a little bit. I think that's really nice because as you can see, this is my car here. I like small cars a lot, so I appreciate that. And the other thing I appreciate a lot about Brazilian cars is that a lot of them are standard transmission, which is very fun for me. And Taise hates it. When she comes to the US, she only wants automatic cars, which is good, but I prefer a standard. So Brazilian cars, in my book, are very, very good.
Even if teacher Thais wore a car, what car should she be?
She would be.
What a question! I love it.
She would be a 1969 Opala with black paint and black wheels.
Oh my god!
Thank you.
Thank you. Does she
Great
drink
car.
that much?
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of alcohol.
I got it.
Opala doesn't have good mileage. I mean, it's just very good, very, very bad for the environment. But okay, all right, guys, great question, Afonso.
Well, I mean, the emissions after feijoada can be very troublesome for
Very
the
trouble. Yeah.
environment too.
Yeah. So, guys, one more bonus question here. This is a standard traffic light in the United States, right? And it is on red. Now, Evan, if I'm driving down the street and I want to turn right, can I turn right here?
Well, I believe you're in Santa Cruz, facing north on the intersection, looking down Pacific, because that's where you're at. So,
Yes.
But you definitely could make a right here, but you'd have to watch out for bicycles on red. So yeah, you look behind you, make sure nobody's on a bicycle, and make a right.
Mm-hmm. On the red light, right?
Yeah.
So in the United States, guys, if you want to turn right, even if it's red, it's possible. It's legal.
You have to stop.
Yes, stop. Yeah. Which is something different, right? In Brazil, we don't stop at the stop sign.
No.
Yes, but the first thing I told Evan when he started driving in Brazil was like, don't turn right on the red. Please don't turn right.
Wait a moment.
Yeah, no. It's either red or green, no exceptions, right? All right. So, guys, some people asked about immigration, right? So, Evan, what are the most common forms of job opportunities for foreigners, and do you know anything about immigration?
From my perspective, I work in technology, and I see many people who were born elsewhere than the United States, born outside the United States, working in technology. It's an extremely good way to do that, although I do see some problems with how their immigration process works. I'm talking about the United States immigration problems. So be cautious, of course, if you're thinking of doing that. You'd want to understand the full process, the amount of time it could take. It could be very long. And I think there honestly are other countries that do it really a lot better. I don't think the United States is good at immigration policies. So yeah, do a lot of homework if you're thinking about it. And again, there are many Canada are other countries that are very good, English speaking countries that are better than the United States. Sorry.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, and bless you. Very nice. All right. Are there a lot of immigrant communities in your area?
Yes, of course. I'm in one of the most diverse areas of California, probably in the country too, up there in the top 10. So I meet lots of different people. Honestly, though, I say even places I went in Canada are a little more diverse, and I think that it could be better. Yeah.
Right. And what are the must-dos for someone who just moved to California?
Yeah. California has lots of different climates, lots of different, you call them like zones. There's you from my house, I could, and this is probably true for places in Brazil, but I could drive to the snow and go snowboarding 3 hours. I could drive to the desert and see only sand and cactuses for 3 or 4 or 5 hours away. I could go to Disneyland, the ocean, the beach, all within 8 hours for sure. And the forests, and there's so much to do that you would want to see each and every place, because that's why California is so cool.
I would say that we have same thing here. We have snow, Disney, so but we call it Beto Carreiro. Same thing.
Yes, yes. Beto Carreiro, we got the desert.
The
Our
desert. It
the,
just come to the northeastern of Brazil, then you will see the deserts, the
our
deserts.
our snowmen aren't, they're not very good.
Yeah, he passed away. Sorry about that.
My sisters,
Too
Even
warm here. Too warm.
even what's the cost of living in California comparates with other states in US?
The cost of living in California can be extremely high, and there are places in California which are the highest in the whole country and among the highest in the whole world. Um, so if you stay away from those areas, though, there are lots of places that are very affordable to live. It's just that they're usually placed in areas too far from the snow, too far from the desert, not nowhere near Disneyland or the beach or the ocean or any place. They're kind of just by themselves. So you're almost better off moving to a more affordable place, like Nevada, Arizona, Ohio, Alabama, Michigan, Vermont, anywhere else except for California and New York. So it's kind of like if you're going to be in California, you might pay a lot.
yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately.
Now, some interrupts questions. What are your favorite YouTube channels? Any recommendations for English learners?
Yeah. So actually, I think these are all really good English learner type channels. So for those who like cars, like I was talking about, there's something called Donut Media. That's really fun. They're from Los Angeles. Corridor Digital is a team of people who work on visual effects for movies, video games, and they explain lots of really fun facts, and they're a very nice group of people. So if you like movies, comics, games, Corridor Digital is really nice. Also, I feel like they speak really clearly. They really articulate very well. And if you like food, BuzzFeed has a lot of different channels that are food related, and my favorite is called Worth It.
Yes. I like that too. Have you seen any new fashion trends recently?
Yes, I have seen a fashion trend that makes me feel very old, which is that when I was a younger kid, like a child, um, we used to wear, pretty loose fitting jeans and, athletic shoes. And of course, now I wear a little bit more fitting clothes, but it's coming back to where the looser your clothes, the better. And I think it's like 2003 is now cool again, which I cannot comprehend in my mind.
Hmm. Yeah. And for us, I don't know if everybody here, but I remember the pants from like XXL, like XXL for us, like very big when I was a kid, like everything
Yeah.
was. And now the kids are doing that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right. Um,
Doideira.
That's for sure.
Doideira,
Now,
cara.
some final thoughts, Evan, before we let you go. We are going to stay here for a little longer after Evan goes. But where do you see yourself in 5 years, Evan?
I hope that one day I can
5 years older, né?
Yeah.
be very I'll be
A great one. We all want it.
We are older.
Yeah. We will all be that. How old will you be in 5 years, Evan?
I'll be 33. So, I'll probably own my own company. I'll have an airplane. I'll, be flying everywhere I want to go.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
be in a few.
and you can you invite me to be your pilot too?
Oh yeah, I'll need a pilot for my Gulfstream, of course, or my Cessna
Oh,
Citation.
Gulfstream. Yeah. I have no type certification for this aircraft yet.
Okay, well get your IFR, your multi-instrument rating. Yeah, get that all going.
Yeah, I am planning to do it in next year, maybe.
Well, then I'll see you in 4 more, and I'll be very famous and a movie star in that time.
Remember, guys, that it just if Putin let us have more 5 years in Earth.
Yes, if Putin allows us, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Right. So, Evan, the final question here: what motivates you to leave the bed every day?
To find Padrón.
Hey, you only can find it
answer.
here in Brazil.
The best goal that you need to achieve in your life is to eat a podrão properly.
Eat my street burger. I need my street
Podrão will change your life forever.
You won't be happy
For
until
sure.
you find Podrão.
I'm not accepted it yet that Taise not showed it to you or not
have
presented it. Yeah.
Guys,
You
do you have
you will
Maybe
never
you can
feel a
maybe you can
complete
send
person.
a podrão to Ivan, teacher.
Yes, I will. I will
I
take
think
one.
it's perfect.
It will be so good after the
So
airplane
good.
ride. Guys, do you have any more questions? Anything you would like to ask Evan?
I have one. Evan, what is the level of English, or maybe so, that you consider that is sufficient to seek to an opportunity abroad or an international opportunity? What is the I would say minimum, but it's not the minimum, is what is necessary to speak or to be comprehensive? What do you say?
Yeah. Vitor, I work with people that, might struggle with a couple of words that I say, and I have no problem repeating myself in a more simple way. That's true. Like I'm looking at actually, I have my work screen up right now just to make sure nobody's responding. But there are people in this list that I have a great respect for, who do very good work, and whose English they just come to work and improve it every day. So they're in the middle of, just like you, learning English and coding and doing things I would never imagine. They're just much smarter than me, and that's why they're here. Basically, it kind of depends on like what you have to offer versus but I think if you raise your English skill, it kind of decreases the amount that you would need to compete for. So if somebody's a genius in physics, their English can be very poor. But I think that if someone has very good a handle on English, they don't need to be quite the multinational level, global, worldwide competitive person, because their English is good. That makes them competitive in the United States to a large degree.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
All right. Any questions, Evan, for us? Anything you would like to ask us?
No, but thank you very much for letting me come, and I hope I don't feel too important, because I know that I hope I give you just an idea, so that you can come and do great things, or remain where you are and do great work wherever you go.
Thanks for your time, Ivan.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Remember to stay here. Thanks, Evan. I'll see you later.
Look at this face. Just remember this face on the screen.
All right, just before we go, I'd like to take a picture of, just everybody smile. Yay.
Just a second. Let me put another person inside the screen.
Okay.
Oh,
my
so
God.
beautiful.
Look at this person.
Oh, so pretty. Oh my God, it's so cute. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This has been great. Honey, thank you for everything. I'll see you in a while, guys. Please stay here for a little bit more. Yeah.
Bye,
Bye, Ivan.
And bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Goodbye. All right, guys. So, what did you think?
Very nice.
I think that you are a bad person that doesn't give him the opportunity of eating a podrão. I'm feeling sad about it.
I am so
Very, very
sorry,
sad.
guys. I did not represent Brazil
Shame
well.
on you.
Shame on you.
Come on, guys.
How can someone feel complete if the person doesn't eat the podrão?
I don't know. I don't know, my friends. I'm so sorry.
Maybe the food that most represents Brazil.
But I did take I took Evan to a restaurant called American Place here in Lages.
American place.
We
I
laughed
know
a
that.
lot. We were like, oh my God, this is so strange. It doesn't match.
But Podrão represents Brazil more than football and samba.
Yes. All right. I agree, guys. I will next time. I promise. Podrão will come along. Now, guys, just checking in here to do our take our conclusions from this conversation, right? What have we learned? Did you notice anything about his vocabulary or his pronunciation?
It's more about what he already said, actually, about the difference between American English and England English, the British English. Yeah, exactly, because it's too different. Even the comprehension can be a little tricky, but it helps a lot to be aware of the differences.
Yes, of course.
That.
And let me ask you if you Taise, ask him to speak more slowly or more comprehensive, because I feel that the way that he spoke is completely comprehensive for me. And I don't know if he's speaking as in a how maybe in the same way that he speaks in a daily basis, or I don't know. I don't know if you ask him to speak slowly.
No, I did not ask him to speak more slowly. The only tool that we had was the chat here, extra words, and if he said something very different, I would intervene and help you guys. But I was looking at you guys and you were all like nodding, comprehending, so I did not intervene. So no, he did not speak slower than he normally does. So everything you understood, guys, it's to your credit. Okay.
It is fun because usually the person that is from another country that speaks in a way that we can't understand usually are people that have some kind of accent. Like, it's not actually a person from United States or Canada. Usually it's someone from Spain, India, and
or maybe an accent that we are not used to listening
Yeah,
to.
it is like usual Portuguese from Brazil and Salvador Portuguese.
Hmm.
Portuguese, yes, you
Portuguese.
already include there.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I compare here to Santa Catarina, someone that we call like from inside the colonia, right? Someone colono. We don't hear that a lot represented in the cinema, on TV. And so where Evan is from, he's from California, guys. Hollywood, television, it's all there. So everything that we consume comes from California. Canva, Google, all the
Hmm.
apps that we are using right now are right next door to Evan. So it's the accent that we are most used to listening to. And so everything is like that. Everything's about exposure, right? How much you are exposed to things. And speaking about that, guys, let's consider our biases. So here's an interesting word for us to keep in mind, right? Bias is a strong inclination of the mind or a preconceived opinion about something or someone, right? It's not negative or positive. It's just your point of view, right? So, for example, if I am from Santa Catarina, I have the point of view that Pinhão is very good. It's my perspective. It's not negative or
And it is.
it is. It is very good. So you are biased, Vitor. It's not prejudice. No, no, no. It's just your point of view. So it's neutral. Of course, bias can be negative, right? But just like anything else in life. So explaining that, guys, which preconceptions did you have about American people before the event? Did you have anything?
I don't think so, but it's important to see where from where the people who are talking to us is it. So if he's from New York, they will have another view, so another point of view. It
Mm-hmm,
depends.
mm-hmm,
Actually, I think my in my opinion would be about the knowledge that they have about Brazil. Usually, they doesn't have too many information about Brazil itself, and they use usually they think that Brazil is like a huge jungle, but people from there that have the at least curiosity to look for information will know about it, and the good thing about it, about people that are concerned about searching for information, makes the other country members more closer. I don't know if I,
mm-hmm.
but I think
It's
it's something
just,
like that.
yeah, a few people that are uninformed, right, and have very loud voices. We might think that everyone in the country thinks like that, right? I would like to ask, especially Eduardo, because you work for an American company, right? So did you have any like preconceived idea, maybe to compare, your coworkers from Florida to Evan? What was that like?
Well, before I started working with them, I thought the language was like super critical to do the work, but I work with a lot of people from Brazil, and they have different levels of English, and it's all good. Everyone, just as Evan told us, it's just like that. Uh, it's more about what you can bring to the company in terms of what you can do than about your English. They don't really care about our English as long as you can make yourself understandable and understand what they say. So yeah, that was important for me. So it was not uh, as bad as I thought it would be. So
Very nice, very nice. Elisa, what about you? Did you feel any different? Do you have any idea of what it would sound like, maybe?
No, like you said, he's from the region of where the moves are made, so it's very alright natural, and his way of being even looks like a Brazilian sometimes.
Well, yeah, we've been together for over 3 years now. He's an honorary Brazilian at this point.
Yeah.
That's for sure. What about you, Vitor Borilli? Vitor.
Yeah, but really, well, I think I have nothing to add in. Uh, I don't know. I'm happy because I really understand what he said, and with no problems of understanding the accent or something. And I don't know. I have no preconceptions with the American or everything in another country, or maybe maybe I have, but I don't know. Um but yeah, it's all I can
Like,
consider.
like I said, it's not a negative or positive thing. It's neutral, right? To have a bias.
Yeah, I know. Hmm.
I recently we went over a similar situation because I in December I was talking to my friend and she was like, "Oh, how is the trip? How is Evan?" And I showed her a picture of our trip and she was like, "Oh, yeah, he looks very American." And I was like, "What? What's that supposed to mean?" She was like, "No, no, he just looks like he's not from Brazil." And it never clicked for me that that was the case. And then recently, this same thing happened to Evan. He was talking to someone from Bolivia, I think. Yeah. Uh, and he showed a picture of me to this person, and she was like, "Yes, she looks like she's from Brazil."
But actually, I think it's not um, maybe a bias, but is yeah, maybe it's a bias because I don't know if in English it's the same, but it's a bias of confirmation. When you receive an information and then you are exposed to this information or to this in like this example, um, you say, "Oh, I my girlfriend is Brazilian." So then you show the picture of your girlfriend, and then oh yeah, she's Brazilian, obviously, because it seems like, but it's a bias. It's exactly what you said.
It's easier when you already know.
It's
Yeah.
easier when you already know, because if you show a picture of someone or somewhere in the world and you show the picture, maybe some cultures like maybe the
Indian.
Arabics or Indians or Latins, uh, we can maybe describe or maybe guess the where the people come from, but uh, when you already have
Otherwise,
the the tip about where are these people,
mhm.
it's easier to have a bias.
That's so true, and it ties into something I was going to ask you. So, as a little, conclusion, I would like to share with you. It's really quick, just some what you have thought about it. Theories and impressions is how I called it. Uh, Confirmed theories. So if you had some idea of what was it was like before. Debunked theories, like it's not like that at all, and maybe some new impressions from the American people. I know it's just one person, and Evan is a very good example. He's a positive example of an American person, just like all of us are positive examples of Brazilian people, right? But I would like you to put at least one thing in each. We have here 11 slides, but I can put here ladies first. Elisa on the first one, and then Vitor Rafael in the second, and Vitor Teodoro on the third slide. And then we can just try to think of some theories and impressions that you had. Maybe talk about the accent, maybe a specific word, maybe something that he mentioned. And I'll give you some time to do that, guys, and then we'll come back to our presentation.
Should I complete the second list? I don't
Yeah,
know.
the second slide. Yeah, they all have the same template.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's take a look at what you guys said. Elisa, you go first. What are your confirmed theories, debunked theories, and new impressions?
Okay. Um, the confirmed ones, he's carried by weird people asking money on the street, how I would imagine someone from the US should be. And Californians are cooler than the rest of the USA because they have more diversity there. And like we always see in movies, they are more like Floripa people living by the beach and not caring too much about being fancy in the professional environment and just being comfortable. Um, the Bunkan theories, not loving Brazilian pizza but finding it weird. I wasn't expecting this adjective for our pizza. Uh,
Yeah, he was like, this is not natural. And he refused to eat chicken heart. I was like, you gotta try chicken
Oh,
heart.
so he won't
well,
feel
You can't eat
okay
podrão.
by eating podrão. Yeah. So
We will not tell
I
him.
yeah.
but yeah,
We will say it's
And
mushroom.
he should try, or he must try a podrão made by chicken turf. So
He
you have
has
this mission
no, no.
to.
I will say it's like it's mushroom because it's very similar. It's
yeah,
Yeah,
mushroom.
it's
yeah.
like
A different
it's a
species
kind
of
of
mushroom.
different. Yeah, yeah, it's maybe I don't know. It's like uh, um, wild
Yeah,
It's
mushroom.
a
it's a
Maybe.
it's a
wild
wild mushroom from Bahia.
mushroom.
No, but chicken heart is kind of creepy. It's like us going to China and seeing, I don't know, dogs
Dogs,
to
yes.
be eaten
Yeah,
there. Well,
it's creepy, but it's good.
Yeah. Oh, we are so used to it, right? It's
yeah.
like, oh, okay, it's normal to eat that.
Yeah. But I agree with the part of the bucket theories because weird wouldn't be the word that I thought about.
Our
I
pizza.
should think about the Brazilian pizza. I don't know. And
Hmm.
actually, they like pineapple at the pizza. That's weird.
But it's good. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are
Yeah,
it,
weird.
we have this one in here, but actually I don't know if it's good because once I was in a restaurant, and then we order a pizza, uh, pineapple pizza, to beat the our stomach, or to beat the
Yeah, that's the point.
but
to do
but
with the
it
prejudice
doesn't
that you
work.
have.
It works. The but you have to eat pineapple to break the meat, the bread. Yeah, it's
That's
different.
why
Yeah,
they
but I don't know
invented the
if it.
pineapple pizza.
Yeah,
It's
that's
too
why also.
strange.
But
Yeah.
already eat the ice cream pizza. I don't know if you already
Yes.
Yeah.
try it.
Here in Lages,
But came
there's a crazy place. They put everything. It's a rodízio, and they put. I took Evan there. It's everything. There's like M&M, ice cream, all
Oh,
kinds of things.
that's why he said that it is weird pizzas that there are weird pizzas here in Brazil. Now I
But
got why.
it's an event here in my city. It's the best. It's like a good pizzeria. It's like
It's an experience.
an experience. Yeah. All right, Elisa. What else do we have?
the bunker theorist that he knows more than one language, more than two even, and we usually think that North Americans only stick to English because all the world need to
Yeah,
learn English and they don't need to learn
agree.
anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. That was an impression I had as well. Mm-hmm. And
And
new impressions.
they don't all love America above everything else.
can be appreciative of other things, right?
Yeah, there's still hope for America. Yeah.
Yeah, I think actually there are people like we have here in Brazil, but here in Brazil it's in a worse way because it isn't people that loves Brazil above everything else. It's people that doesn't have anything inside their head, I think. But
Maybe
it's thing.
maybe because they love an idea of Brazil that doesn't even
Yeah,
exist,
yeah.
right?
That's why there are similarities between some kind of persons, some
Yeah,
kind of
actually,
that.
actually, Brazil would be the best country in the world if we have the, I don't know, I would not say the about the economics or about finance or about money, but about intelligent using of money or intelligent using of our resources,
Hmm.
because our country is so amazing, uh, counting by the nature, about the people, about the culture, and about our resources, about our
But
resources like
Natural, yeah, natural resources. That's for sure.
yeah,
yeah,
but actually they are using the money wisely, but for their own intentions.
For their
That's
own
the
profit.
problem.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Thinking
yeah,
as a whole, it's very very complicated, right, guys? But we still believe in Brazil, right? We're still here.
yeah,
So, Vitor Borilli, let's see
yeah.
yours.
The theories that I have seen is the English spoken is easier than Portuguese, and what I meant saying that is English is it's so easier, it's so easy because about the conjugations or about the verbs, and obviously I am already see it and saw it, and but hearing someone speaking live speaking is different, and I could confirm the theory that is it's pretty easier to understand English than in Portuguese if you put you outside of knowing Portuguese, and I really can understand normally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
So one of the bunked theories is that the American accent or only even accent, because I don't know if it is maybe easing
I don't think so. I would
um,
just correct you.
it's
Evan.
even, yeah. Mhm.
Hmm.
So it's easier than I thought. So uh,
Hmm.
in my opinion,
Okay.
and new impression, it's maybe it's confirmed impression, but impression that I had is that it's totally possible to to understand, not understandable, to have a conversation with a native speaker using my vocabulary.
Hmm.
And I not speak it so much during the conversation, but I feel that it's totally possible to have this conversation using
Hmm.
my vocabulary, or counting that the people uh, will be, how can I say, the people will be, um,
They will get.
you'll try to understand. Yeah, we'll get
Ah,
what I mean. Yeah.
hmm, that's very nice, and it's very important to establish, right, when we were talking about this event, like what was our goal and how much time we would spend, like how much the students are going to talk, how much they are going to contribute, right? And my idea was to expose you to, like you said, a live conversation with a native speaker, right, where you could interact if you wanted to, because we have some students that some classmates that we had in the beginning said, I just want to listen today, I just want to be here and experience this. And we have some people that want to participate, want to talk, right? We wanted to make you guys feel very comfortable at your level of participation, right? And also to get Evan to talk a lot, so that we could like, that's how he says that word. Okay, for us to get that feeling, which sometimes it's hard when it's like a pre-recorded thing, right? It's a video on YouTube or a movie where they rehearse a lot those lines. It's different from talking to a real person, right? So the goal today was not that, it couldn't possibly be, right, by the amount of people we had, that everyone could have a full-on conversation individually with Evan. But that's something that we want to leave you like a little taste of for the future. And we're going to talk more about that, in a second. So I want to go now to Theo, Vitor Teodoro. Let's see what you
And I
thought.
was the only one that have some. I forgot the name. Oh God,
Bias?
not bias. The name. The
Debunked?
no. How do I say the notes?
Yeah, the stickers.
The
No,
stickers. Yeah, whatever.
but that's the beauty of a tool. Everyone will use it differently, you know?
But okay, the confirmed theories. It's about the importance of English against the necessity of highly prepared
Yeah.
skills, because I knew about it, but when someone that lives that thing telling us about it is more is stronger than the knowing, because the English is important, but not so important that will be the only thing on the balance. If you are highly skilled, you will be noted. As you are a person that is highly prepared on the foreign language, you will be noted. So it's always about balance. And about another thing is about the joke that he made about the processes of immigration in USA. It's really hard, and it's too much easier to immigrate to Canada, and actually Canada have a lot of kinds of processes for immigration and everything else. And actually about accent, I've always uh, I always heard about the Canadian native speakers accent are usually more clean to understand, so people usually uh, make the indication of
Suggest.
suggest, that's the word, suggest to have the experience in Canada, because usually you will understand easily the because the accent of native speakers from Canada is really clean. And
That's
the
for sure.
blanket theory, I couldn't think anything about it, but actually I agree with the Elisa's and Vitor's debunking theories. So that's it. And new impression, Hansi, is a curious thing that I thought. It's about the differences between the cars, because they are the same, but actually in a smaller size.
hmm Like you can see, it's like that car is the same, but
Yeah,
Yeah, he uses the word shrink. That
hmm
is
yeah.
it's
shrink.
shrunk. Yeah. hmm Yeah. Very well. Now, my friends, hopefully this gave you a little taste of what it's like to have a one-on-one conversation with someone from another culture, especially someone who's a native speaker, right? And here are some resources and some online communities, right, that you can find people to talk to that are native English speakers or just people who are learning English from other places in the world, which is also great. So here I have some suggestions for specific apps, specifically for learning, right, and connecting to native speakers. We have Tandem. I use that. Teacher Gabi and Teacher Mateus also use that, I believe. Gabi, for sure. So Tandem is a great community. You can talk directly with someone in your target language. And I have the app. I have my friend Francois from France. He, and we speak French. It's very nice. Yeah,
Oh no,
Francois from
sorry,
France.
that's Italian. Sorry.
It's it's French. No, it's really nice because you get to talk to that person, and a lot of my bias, a lot of my confirmed or unconfirmed theories, it's just better to talk to someone who knows what they are, talking about. In that regard, we also have Speaky, similar app, right? And we also have Hello Talk. All of them have free versions, so you can access them and see all the features that they have for free. They also have premium versions, which gives you more access to more people, right? Just like Tinder, right, guys? You can pay to get more matches and stuff like that. But none of them are for dating, right? So it's not to find your boyfriend or girlfriend, it's to find your language partner, right? Now,
But
if your language partner happens to be someone you're interested in, maybe,
however,
I don't know, guys. Maybe you guys make what you want, but I have lots of friends from these apps, and it's really really nice to use. We also have some communities on Discord, which I'm sorry I forgot to close mine, so you might have heard "Tudup" over here during the event. But Discord is a great platform for gaming, right? You can watch streams of people playing interesting video games. Are you guys on Discord? Are you guys on like? Yes, yes. Are you in any platform, any groups in English?
I am, but I don't use it.
Go there. And about like different things. Like if you like a specific thing, I use it a lot for the Lord of the Rings. I don't particularly play any video games, but I like very much the Lord of the Rings. So to discuss books in English, it's an amazing community. So you can find online lots of groups on Discord and also subreddits on Reddit. Reddit is a big forum online, right? Are you guys on Reddit? Oh my
Not
goodness,
yet.
it's so good. It's so good for like reading stories. And in on Reddit, there is of course the front page with the most popular things, but you can also subscribe to communities. There is no following, nobody is famous on Reddit. The communities are famous. So I follow communities about books. I follow communities about relationship, about, oh, so many things, language learning. There is a community called r/Brazil, and there is one called r/Suddenly Caralho, which is a great which is they take prints of every time a Brazilian person finds another Brazilian person speaking English. There is the one, so I recommend that one. It's very fun.
okay, you
And
convinced
our,
me.
and our community is r dash something.
Yes,
What's
so
uh,
it's, yeah, they call subreddits, right? So here, suddenly caralho, right? Yeah, r/suddenly caralho. The website for Reddit, horrible, horrible, very old. The app is very good. So I would recommend downloading it on your phone and trying it out. There are lots of articles, lots of people published there. So, you guys are welcome to try, and I'm sure you guys will find uh, native speakers or other learners of English in those communities. So those were my tips for pursuing, this conversation with native speakers for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming to our event, and yeah, I would like to thank you guys for for being here and listening to me and my boyfriend.
Thank you
Thank,
too.
thank you, Taise.
Thank you for the time spent with us too.
Guys, it has been a
Ready,
pleasure,
suddenly caralho.
a great way to spend our Friday nights. And please remember that Speak Now is officially on Instagram and on YouTube. Subscribe to the channels, give us a like, give us comments. We are currently uploading the new course by Teacher Mateus on YouTube, so follow us there, subscribe, and like the videos.
You're looking like a YouTuber.
Like and subscribe.
Please hit the
Official
button. Hit the
YouTuber
button.
of Speaking
You
Up.
can find the subscribe button over here, so click on that and
Yes,
click
thank you
here on the
guys.
like. Don't
Please
forget
thumbs
to
up.
come. Don't forget to leave a comment.
Yes, hit the bell. Very
Comment
good.
with emoji if you're watching into the end.
Very good, guys.
You can find the last video over here.
The video that I mentioned
Now,
in
now
the
we have to
beginning,
post this. Now we have
it's
to post
here.
this. You guys are awesome. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see
Thank
you
you.
guys next week, okay?
Have a
Have a
nice
good night.
weekend.
Bye.
You
Drink
Bye.
too. Bye
water
bye.
and don't forget to subscribe.
Bye.
Period.
Bye.
Oh, that's so nice. Ay, ay. Mm. Gabi! Gabriela! Gabi, we are done. Hello? I'm just gonna say bye.